Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the detective attached to the DCI are investigating violent protest and looting of business in Nairobi and some part of Mount Kenya region, that is Central region, which happened during the Gen Z's protest and the government protest. Reject finance bill. Now, with this move, to the surprise of the Kenyans, 3 individuals, senior aides of the deputy president, were summoned, and finally today they were grilled. So it seems they are suspecting that these 3 individuals might have, in one way or another, sponsor the protest. But how? Through, because if you are investigating Gachagwa's aid, then you are investigating Gachagwa. So you go for the juniors before you build your case coming up. So police visited the office of the 3 officials in Karen, Nairobi, and they took their statement for the same. All of these 3 individuals, these are the Gachagwa's aides, aside his work. Besides that, there are 2 politicians who will be grilled from Nairobi. Then again, a former governor also is going to be grilled. This is according to the Star newspaper. The Star. So that's what has been going on. The probe, as I said, is seeking to establish those who could have financed the anti-government protest. When I read this statement, then I remember what the CIA governor said when he was a senator, that the government eat their own children. Gachagwa is government. So when you want to kill a dog, you give it a bad name. And that's what is happening to Rigathi Gachagwa. Government eats its own people.
I urge you that this bill is only for rejection. And in conclusion, I want to talk to my sister Nyaugenya, Honorable Beth Mugo. We have gone through the trenches with you. You know how, when governments are in power, how they behave. I think probably you can give people on the other side a little education. That sometimes revolutions eat their own children. Yes. Yeah. Government eats their own people. This government is going to punish you more than they will punish me. I'm telling you, in another 1 year, you'll be crying in my office to come and represent you. I know, I can tell you. I've appeared for President Kibaki when he was in the opposition about laws which were made here. I've appeared for President Uhuru and Vice President Ruto when Kanu was going away. When Kibaki was taking away his members and making them ministers, I went to court on their behalf. But now that they're in power, they are forgetting. And power, when power gets into your head, I can tell you, you will never remember that one day there's a bigger power, almighty, that will deal with you.
Now, as we continue with the panel discussion, just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Now, before I forget, I have something for you. For those who remember, there was a time we were discussing the behavior of one William Samoei Ruto as the president when it comes to governance. The truth was that William Ruto does not consult. This is a man who knows everything. He don't take advice from anyone, despite the fact that he has put people into the various ministries to help him with governance. In fact, he's the one who advises everyone, but he don't take advice from anyone. A narcissist person. So with that, one of our viewer on this channel reached out to me, and she told me she has a book she has already published about a narcissist person. So the book was delivered to me here, all the way from Nairobi to Western Kenya. Friends from Hell. Protect yourself from narcissistic abuse. Heal and live a fulfilling life. Now, this book is mainly focusing on the mental health with daily life intrigues, especially on narcissistic personality disorder and how to heal from that. So a copy is going for a discount of 1,000 Kenyan shillings. You can get a copy from the author directly, and the author is Gathoni Ndungu. And then the details are here. Pay bill, books, Gathoni, business number 522533, account 7874076, M-Pesa 07 22 95 95 18, and the books are also available at Nuru Books. Bookshop price is 1,600. For inquiry again, you can reach out to her on 07 22 95 95 18. So get a copy and read for yourself. I'm sure you are going also to enjoy. I'm also going to put the details on the screen so that you can also get the full information. Buy one and let a friend also tell a friend to get a copy for him or herself. Now, the truth is that this government is bringing a lot of confusion when it comes to putting a blame on some individuals for the protest. At first place, my belief is that William Ruto should blame himself and also blame the parliament. But above all, who influenced the government to vote the way in which they voted? It is still William Ruto. So it is Ruto to blame himself. The youth came out, they say reject finance bill, he forced it on their throats. Members of parliament were pushed to vote on the party line, support finance bill. It passed, and we know what followed. With that, we have seen a lot of allegation for the foundation. So which is which? They said a non-governmental organization by the name Ford Foundation have been suspected to be funding the protest. So what changed from that? Ford Foundation. Then they went on through the government spokesperson. They said the envious African leaders might be behind this protest because they see William Ruto making progress and he is receiving a lot of acceptance. So they sabotage him. Therefore, there was such kind of an imagination. Then there was they talked about the West, wakasema pia Russia. What is now this one they're talking about Gachagwa? So who is who? Then the issue of Uhuru Kenyatta came in. So who is who? Hawana msimamo. But Gachagwa should know his days are numbered. And William Ruto is moving in a supersonic speed. And like Uhuru Kenyatta will go slowly. For Ruto it's different. The hatred towards Gachagwa is increasingly every day. So Gachagwa was talking about shareholders. Today, now they are teaching him a lesson about shareholders. I wish you would have listened to soundbite like from Orengo. The government eats its own people so that your words, before you speak, you measure what you are telling the public. It is high time now he's going to learn that shareholders can also be kicked out. And which shares were these? Vote versus resources in terms of taxes. Who pay taxes? Watu wa Kisumu wanalipa tax, watu wa Nairobi wanalipa tax, watu wa Kirinyaga wanalipa tax, watu wa Western wanalipa tax. Mount Kenya, the entire Mount Kenya, Kiambu, they pay taxes. But why do you bring such kind of a statement? It is backfiring on him. So, if you are grilling Gachagwa's aid, sasa aiders wana, how? Do they have their own money to do this? If there is something like that, that indeed it can be true, then they are only accomplishing their boss mission. Do this, do that, take this one here, take it there. So if there is such kind of a thing, then that the finger is pointing at Gachagwa. But how true is that he sponsored the protest, that he was able to fund? Paka huku kwetu hapa Vihiga nimeona watu wakiandamana. Hata kwa market huku chini watu walikuwa wanaandamana. I don't know how possible. If Gachagwa really did this, then Ruto should be so much worried. It is very easy for him to overturn him if he was the one leading this. But the truth here is that give a dog a bad name and you do what? You kill it. In the morning we were discussing about the impeachment, the plotted impeachment of Rigathi Gachagwa. Now, grilling of this individual. So, they are looking for evidence to start their process to kick out Gachagwa. Ukitaka kuhurumia Gachagwa, unakumbuka bila alikuwa anasema mambo ya mitego. Unakumbuka bila anasema sijui what and what will pass. Unakumbuka mambo ya shareholders. Unakumbuka is so tribal to an extent he think of one region, forgetting yeye ni deputy president wa Wakenya wote. Sasa alikataa hiyo nafasi ya kuwa hapo. So hata ukifikiria kumhurumia, how do you start this? So it is now backfiring on him. So there's nothing like investigating aiders. They are investigating Rigathi Gachagwa indirectly. If they are arrested, then they are arresting Gachagwa. And they will find a reason to impeach Rigathi Gachagwa. Hayo tu ndio mambo iko hapo. Sioni vitu vingine hapo. That is it. Former governor anaweza kuwa nani? Yule mwenye alisema they have given us ministries that have no any meaning, ama ni nani? I don't know your views, but let us meet in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.